What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you another one. And this one is 100% proof. That's what I'm going to give you, people. 100% proof. I will leave no doubt in your mind when this video is over that Molly Park, the podcaster, wasn't there to investigate the disappearance of this guy. She was there all along for Dexter, and she knows exactly who he is. What up to all my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best, the Don Tony Teflon. If you can, please subscribe and click that bell. As always, 500 likes is the goal. And if we hit that goal, one subscriber who leaves a comment on this video will win a Dexter t-shirt. We just gave away one last night on the live stream. I truly want to do it again, so let's get this video to 500 likes. You gotta be in it to win it. Now, this podcaster, Molly Park, this character, has never sat well with me. The reason why she came all the way up there, I never brought into it as soon as I heard that she was there. It just truly doesn't make any sense to me. Therefore, I think she has to be there for a different reason. And that reason to me is Dexter Morgan. I think she's there for him. I think she knows that he's there. That's why she's there. So let me break it down to you exactly why I believe that she's there for Dexter and all the evidence that points in this direction. Point number one, she claims to be there because of the disappearance of Matt Cadwell. Well, how would she even know about that? This is a small town, New York. That has not made national headlines. Why would she come all the way from where she's at to come investigate the disappearance of this kid? It makes no sense that she would even know about that case to begin with, and that she would come all the way from where she lives to small town New York to investigate the disappearance of this person. It just doesn't fit. Point number two, when she meets Chief Bishop, she tells her that she has 900,000 Instagram followers. When Dexter's son meets him, he says that he found him on an Instagram post. They could have said that he found him on a Twitter post. They could have said he found him on Facebook. But instead, he said that he found him on Instagram. I don't think it's a coincidence that both of these people have Instagram and they found Dexter. I think it's a good chance that she could be the one who sent Harrison to Dexter. Point number three. When we look at her podcast, Mary Effin Kill, what do we see that she's investigating in this podcast? It seems that she's investigating all serial killers. We see Marilyn Manson. We see the son of Sam. And then we see the Zodiac Killer. It showed nothing about her investigating missing people who were not killed by serial killers. It seems that her podcast was devoted to serial killers. So if that is where her bread and butter is, serial killers, why all of a sudden would she waste the time to come up here and talk about somebody who's disappeared? See, the number one thing you have to do when you do a podcast or a YouTube channel is find your niche, right? They'll always will tell you, find your niche, right? That's what you have to do. You have to stay in your lane. You can't have a YouTube channel about fluffy dogs and then all of a sudden do a boxing video, right? Nobody wants to see that, right? All the people who subscribe to you are usually there for that one thing. And it seems that her niche, without a shadow of a doubt, is serial killers. So it truly makes no sense in this story that all of a sudden that she would be looking for a missing person. There is no sign from anything she could have read or heard about in the press, which I don't think she heard about anything because it's a small town. There's no way that made national headlines that he was killed by anyone being a serial killer. It makes no sense unless she's up to something else. Point number four. When we look at the picture, the thumbnail that she's using to promote this podcast of Trinity that he killed this episode, Rita, and we see that she spliced two pictures together. When we look at that picture of Rita, very beautiful picture of Rita, you would say to yourself, where did she get this picture of this woman from? Well, if we take a look at where the picture is really from, we could see that this is a wedding picture of Rita. So, she cropped this picture and just took the headshot from Rita's wedding photo and used it for her thumbnail. Well, what did she crop out of this picture? Well, let me show you exactly what she cropped out of this picture. When we enlarge this whole picture, we can fully see that right next to her is Dexter Morgan, her husband. So, when I look at this and see this, it's hard for me to believe that she does not know who this man truly is. Especially with the army of online detectives, it is just hard for me to fathom that she has no idea who this woman was married to, how many kids she had, and the names of these children. If she did a full podcast and investigated this case, there's no way she doesn't know all of those factors. She found one of those missing girls and had a picture of that missing girl and got in contact with her and talked to her on the phone in less than 4 hours, it seemed. Almost instantly, she was able to pull that off. So if you think that she's truly investigating something, truly digging deep into something, there's no way she wouldn't be able to pull that off. And that is why I think it was easy when she started looking into it for her to find Dexter, an Instagram post, all these Instagram followers. She finds this guy or one of her contacts say, hey, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like the husband of the woman who was killed by Trinity Killer? And it puts her on Dexter's trail. Because it's just impossible for me to believe that if she has Rita's wedding picture as her thumbnail, that she doesn't have the full picture from the wedding, which is Dexter standing right next to Rita, right next to her. So I have to believe that she knows exactly who this man is. Now, I hope you're still with me and this isn't too far-fetched for you, right? I hope that you're listening and you're getting these points. And if you have any counter arguments or you want to play devil's advocate, you can in the comment section. That's what it's for. All right, let's keep going. Point number 5. When she's with Chief Bishop in the promo trailer for episode number 5, you can clearly hear her say to her when they're in some type of room, they're doing something there. She says to her, could you imagine being right next to a serial killer and not knowing? And then they show Bishop's face react. Now, it doesn't look like the place that they're at is a serial killer's trial. It doesn't look like they have anything to do with a serial killer at that particular time. So, why would she bring that up? Why would she say that to her unless she might have a hint that this chick is truly right next to a serial killer, which she is in love with one, and that she's hot on this case. Point number 6. When Harrison cuts Ethan in episode number 4, he cuts him with a straight razor right in the femoral artery. Now this is the exact tactic that the Trinity Killer used to kill Rita. If she is not working with Harrison, if she did not send Harrison up there to begin with, which I think is a good possibility she did, but let's just say she didn't, she's going to pick up on this really fast, that she has seen this tactic before. And the only person that's seen this tactic before is the Trinity Killer. And this is going to lead her right back to Rita, right back to Dexter pretty easily. So whether it was a blunder by Harrison or she's down with Harrison and brought him up there, we'll find that out. But without a shadow of a doubt, she is going to know what this is. Now, she will stumble across another serial killer, and that is Kurt and his clique. If Kurt's working alone or if he's working with the billionaire, we don't know. But she will stumble across another one, and I do believe she will help solve that case. without a shadow of a doubt. She will do that. But I think she is played too close with fire. And I look at her situation that when she does confront Dexter about who he is, Dexter will then have no choice but to take this woman out, which will be a direct violation of his code and his ultimate downfall. In every season of Dexter, we have seen him keep to this code, and that is what has kept him safe. So it's safe to assume that if Dexter is going to get himself captured or get himself killed in some way, it's going to be that he violated or didn't stick to the code. And that's exactly what's going to happen here. He's going to have no choice because she's going to have the ability to expose him for exactly who he is. So he has no choice but to try to save the life he built for himself by taking this woman out. I believe he will be successful and he will kill her. And that's going to be her legacy. A podcaster who investigates serial killers winds up getting killed by a serial killer. I think that's poetic, and I think that's how it's going to play out for this actress and her character. But I also think it will be the downfall of Dexter. And if you want to know exactly why I feel that way, check out my last video, Dexter Final Twist Revealed. I go into more depth about how Dexter's ending will end. The link will be in the description and also in the card at the end of this video. But you tell me in the comment section, do you think she knows Dexter's secret? Do you think she will expose Dexter's secret? Do you think that she will get killed by Dexter? Or do you think she's just a minor subplot character who's just going to help Chief Bishop bring down this serial killer Cardwell and his cartel, if there is a cartel, and that's the role she's going to play? Again, let me know in the comment section. Remember, if this video does hit 500 likes, I will give away a Dexter t-shirt. Let's try to get the video there. Thumbs up this video. It truly helps the algorithm place the video in a good spot. And if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm, and as always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.